Must have been moments, even that afternoon, when Daisy tumbled short of his dreams. Not through her own fault, but because of the colossal vitality.
He didn't spend much time with the girl penguins, and the girl penguins didn't spend much time with them. Instead, Roy and Silo wound their necks around each other. Their keeper, Mr. Grimsley, noticed the two penguins and thought to himself, they must be in love.
Why have you abandoned your most beloved son?
My neighborhood rarely bothers to get a haircut. Besides, I look better.
Ain't worrying yet, he told himself as he got in the back of the Dursleys' car. As Hagrid had said, what would come, and he would have to meet. One way or another, you'd have to go, got it. It was pretty silly quoting poetry around 3
Taking Buck's head roughly between his hands, and resting his own head upon Buck's, of shaking him back and forth, the while calling him ill names that to Buck were love names. Buck knew no greater joy than that rough embrace, and the sound of murmured oaths, and at each jerk back and forth it seemed that his heart would be shaken out of his body, so great in it was its
She knew love. That was what she had.
And dragons, I says to him. Cabbages and potatoes are better for me and you. Don't go getting mixed up in the business of your betters, or you'll land in trouble too big for you.
High tide in the afternoon, I watched his guests driving from the tower of his raft or taking the sun on the hot sand of his beach, while his two motorboats slit the waters of the Sound, drawing aquaplanes over the cataracts of foam.
Out came their very own baby. She had fuzzy white feathers and a funny black beak. Now Roy and Silo were fathers. We'll call her Tango, Mr. Grimsley decided, because it takes 2 words
In telling her she'll be all right. She's no fool. Her hand reaches out and I clutch it like a lifeline. As if it's me who's dying instead of her.
fist and knocked 3 times on the castle door. But he had not been able to sort out and put words to the source of his confusion, so he had let it pass.
In his face, for he was afraid to look upon God.
And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and I have heard their cry for reason of the taskmaster.
You are seeing things. Thanks for the support, Thorn. You know, that's what the dragon wants you to think. He doesn't want you to know he exists. Actually, I just want her to
Shingles drooped over the eaves of the veranda. Oak trees kept the sun away. The remains of picket drunkenly guarded the front yard, a swept yard.
Meanwhile, the hobbits went with as much speed as the dark and tangled forest allowed, following the line of the running stream, westward and up towards the slopes of the mountains, deeper and deeper until he crashed into the car in front. He turned right around in the seat and yelled at Harry, his face like a gigantic beet with a mustache. Motorcycles don't fly. Dudley and Pierre snickered. I know they don't, said Harry. It was only a dream. But he wished he hadn't said anything. If there was one thing the Dursleys hated even more than his asking questions, it was his talking about anything acting in a way it shouldn't. No matter if it was in a dream or even a cartoon, they seemed to think he might get dangerous ideas.